this adventure, I'd head to Chiang Mai in Thailand for a weekend of group rides with other like-minded motorcyclists. My ride over the next couple of days will be on the Scrambler Ducati 1100, and I'd start my weekend by riding away from the stylish Art My Hotel, nestled in vibrant downtown. Now, Chiang Mai is an ancient city and where you can still see the remains of the old walls and moats of its historic past. But today it's full of culture, warmth and hospitality, and is the hub of northern Thailand. Also known as the Rose of the North, due to being surrounded by gorgeous mountains and lush countryside, it's also the perfect base for any motorcyclist, as all roads out of the city suddenly get very twisty and are lots of fun to ride. So to kick things off, I headed down to the local Ducati Chiang Mai dealership, where I'd meet a bunch of enthusiastic customers, and all together we'd head off for a gentle ride amongst the lush valleys and to a lunch stop with a stunning view. In no time, we were all out of the city, and soon this long freight train of riders was soon enjoying these non-stop twists and turns of these lush mountain roads. Top of the hill we would roll in and almost take over the parking area. It's a good thing in Thailand that they have dedicated motorcycle parking. And it was smiles all round, as the road up had been loads of fun and the vista from up here is just spectacular. From the mountain ridge up here, we could see the city of Chiang Mai on one side and the vast valleys of farming on the other. Quite a contrast. And it was great to see the farmers caring for their crops and living off the land. With a view like this, it's now time to relax and get some refreshments. And for me, in this heat and humidity, there's only one choice.
As good as ever, iced coffee. Oh, glorious.
These roadside stalls always have food on the grill, or something fresh can usually be created in just a few minutes. And believe me when I say, Thai food is totally delicious. What always amazes me about Thailand are the amount of people that ride motorcycles and what they use them for. In Europe and America we mainly use trucks or vans to carry heavy goods, but here it seems like they make everything happen on just two wheels, or by adding an extra one. After our pit stop, it was then back on the road, as this time we would now cruise over to one of Chiang Mai's oldest temples, and one with a 17-metre high Buddha. Nestled amongst the trees and on top of a hill is the Phra-That Doikam Temple, which literally means Temple of the Golden Mountain, as it's perched on top of a hill looking down on Chiang Mai and is surrounded by the beautiful mountainous landscape. But to enjoy it, you first have to climb some stairs.
That is a climb.
The climb was well worth it. Now it's time to take off my boots and take a look around. intricate wood carvings are just beautiful to see, and everyone here just seems so friendly and relaxed. And no wonder when you look at the view. The temple itself is full of interesting objects to look at and even some things to touch, but the main reason for coming here is to pray. They say the rule here is you can pray for one thing, but if you get it, you must come back and offer the jasmine flowers to the Luang Potan Jai Buddha. So now, it was time to get into some meditating and pray. Then light some incense and leave a message for all riders. My visit to the temple has been a wonderful experience and get into the Thai lifestyle and vibe. And for me, I'm always happy to see so many motorcycles waiting outside. On looking around, I couldn't help but chat to some bikers about their machines, and my enthusiasm for their rides got me a local recommendation, as they told me not to leave without trying a special local treat.
So this is a local ice cream, and apparently this is one of the only local ice creams that survived through all this ice cream globalization. This is local and it's super tasty. And needed here because I am sweating buckets.
Our ride back to Chiang Mai would take us through the beautiful botanical gardens and then back to base for some rest, as tomorrow I'll be taking part in a massive group ride. My morning would start off amongst the local artwork and a spicy start to the day. Yes, Thai breakfast looks and tastes pretty much like lunch and dinner, but nevertheless, it's super tasty. Once on the road, I'd ride by the ancient walls and the moat that once protected the city, as I now made my way to a global motorcycle fundraising event. The Distinguished Gentleman's Ride raises money and awareness for prostate cancer, and group rides go on in other major cities around the world. This is the Chiang Mai Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and we are very happy to be a part of it. It was great to see so many bikes rolling in, and there were all kinds of makes, models and size of machines. But these big, well-ridden, dirty adventure bikes definitely caught my eye.
There's some amazing bikes here, ridden by these guys who come all the way from England. Kaz here is going to continue and ride all around the world.
All the way around the world.
Around the world. Hero! Good job!
Funsmazwaz.com, FUNSMAZWAZ.com.
And this gentleman has ridden all the way from Cumbria. They've been going to incredible countries. He's been on the road for 3 months. Yeah.
Getting suited up is all a part of the theme, as the event took inspiration from the photo of Don Draper in Mad Men, who was wearing a fine suit on a classic bike. Now everyone gets dressed up for this global event, and some were taking it more seriously than others. But it doesn't matter what you ride, it's the fact that you ride. And after registration, it was time to fire up our machines and start this mass group ride. We first started in the city, and then thanks to the local motorcycle police, the traffic stopped for us. And now it was motorcycles that ruled the road. It was a really fun ride, and everyone was having a great time, as slowly the swarm of bikers headed out of town. Everyone was wearing a big smile, and some were definitely wearing some interesting footwear. But it was thumbs up all round, as the distinguished gentleman's ride in Chiang Mai had been a great success and had attracted many bikers who all came out to support this great cause and this ever increasing and popular global event. And as the ride came to an end, I couldn't help but celebrate with a burnout, as we now headed into the evening. It was an evening to celebrate a brilliant event, as it had a mix of motorcycles, dapper gentlemen, and loads of food. Oh yes, and I've even found a burger. After food, it was then time to party and end a fun weekend of group ride-outs with a drink. Riding in groups have been a fun way to enjoy the Scrambler and see the city. So get together with your buddies and just go for a ride.
Next time I'll have a website.
Talking about the next time, so that was fantastic.